Hi everyone, I hope all of you are doing fine and working hard at your homes and preparing well for your NEET exam. In last class, we revised with motion in a straight line. Today we'll be revising with one more part. We'll be revising with motion in a plane. Again, one important topic, because from here also you'll find in NEET exam minimum 2 questions are asked. So let's start with the chapter. And first I will talk about basic terms associated in the chapter, then we will follow up with numericals also. So let's start. So as you can see here, name of the topic will be starting with motion in a plane. Then we will talk about some basic property. So I will talk about basic properties of motion in a plane. And these properties are also known to you. Just for revision, I will be talking about these properties. So first property that we get, motion in a plane. Plane means two-dimensional. That means motion in a plane will be example of two-dimensional motion. Plane is two-dimensional, so obviously if a body will move in a plane, that motion will be two-dimensional motion. So that's why motion in a plane will be example of two-dimensional motion. And here you will find that path of the particle will be curve. In a straight line motion, path of the particle was a straight line. Here you will find that path of the particle is a curve. Now you will ask me, sir, we have studied so many types of curve. Which curve will come? So every possible curve will be there. Every curve will be example of your motion in a plane. So famous curves that we will get here, sometimes you will find that path will be parabola. This thing happens in the case of projectile where you get path as parabola. Sometimes you will get path will be circle, which you have studied also in circular motion. Sometimes you will find that path is ellipse, which you have studied in gravitation. So hyperbola is also possible. So all possible curves will come. So motion in a plane is an example of two-dimensional motion. Path of the particle will be curve. Curve means which type of curve, sir? So circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, whatever the curve we have studied, all curves will be possible here. Now, what will happen about, every motion we talk in the terms of velocity and acceleration. So what you will find here, next property, which is again very important property, you will find that angle between velocity, this is initial velocity when motion is starting. So angle between velocity and acceleration will not be 0, will not be 180. Because if angle between velocity and acceleration is 0 or 180, which we studied in last class, if angle between velocity and acceleration is 0 or 180 degree, your path will be straight line. If it is not, then path will be two-dimensional. Path can be parabola, circle, ellipse. So for two-dimensional motion, angle between initial velocity and acceleration will be not 0, will not be 180 degree. Then you will get two-dimensional motion. Now just see some questions. Whatever the question you are seeing here, both are previous year NEET question. And again, both are important type of question, and these type of questions has been repeated over the years in your NEET exam. So just see. Just to revise, I have taken these examples, how to deal with this type of question. So see here. First question, they have given you x coordinate of the particle. They are saying your particle is moving such that its coordinates depend on time. X coordinate is given, y coordinate is given. They are asking you find speed of the particle, find acceleration of the particle at a particular time. So first thing, is this is a straight line? No, it's a two-dimensional motion, it's a curve. You can see both x coordinate and y coordinate are changing with respect to time. So this will be example of motion in a plane. So how to find speed? So just see here how I will do. What is the process to do this type of question? You have x coordinate. If you differentiate x coordinate, you will get vx. Vx will be dx by dt. You will get this as 2. Similarly, you can get vy. Vy will come dy by dt. If you differentiate, this will give you 2t. Now from here you can find, when they are asking you t equal to 2 second. So at t equal to 2 second, you can find vx. When time is 2 second. This is constant, so it will remain as 2. Vy you will get when time is 2 second. You can put here. So if you put here, this will become 4. So speed will become, that is your net speed. Net speed will become under root of, that is magnitude of velocity. If anyone asks you velocity vector, it will be 2i cap plus 4j cap. But if anyone asks you find speed, that means magnitude they are asking, that is under root of Vx square plus Vy square. I think everyone knows. So 2 square will give you 4, 4 square will give you 16. So this will come root 20, or further you can write 2 root 5. So this is how we can find speed if coordinates are given. Second question, find acceleration. So for acceleration also nothing to worry. You can do very easily, because if Vx is known, if you differentiate Vx you will get Ax. If you differentiate Vy you will get Ay. And from there you can find net acceleration under root of x square plus Ay square. If you see here, just see, I will just do here. If you differentiate Vx, you will get Ax. That will come 0 because Vx is constant, so x will be 0. If you differentiate Vy, you can see here, if you differentiate Vy, it is 2t, so it will give you 2. So net acceleration anyone asks you, so under root of 0 square plus 2 square, that will give you 2 meter per second square. So this is the process. They will give you x coordinate, differentiate x coordinate, Vx will come, differentiate Vx, x will come. Similarly, y coordinate given, differentiate y coordinate, you will get Vy, differentiate Vy, you will get Ay. You can find net speed under root of Vx square plus Vy, net acceleration under root of Ax square plus Ay square. So this is the process that we can do from here. Now let's talk about next question. This is again previous year NEET question. Again one previous year NEET question we have got here also. Again an easy question. Always remember how to solve this question. Initial velocity is given, acceleration is given, they are asking you velocity at time t equal to 10 seconds. Always remember, whenever your acceleration is constant, whether your motion is 2D, 3D, doesn't matter. If your acceleration is constant, you can use equation of motion. And I told you in that class also, we can use equation of motion in vector form also. I told you there just for this question. This is a previous year question, 2-3 times same type of question has been asked. So you'll be saying like this, sir, you want final velocity? Everything is given in vector form. So I will also use my equation in vector form. Final velocity v vector will be equal to u vector plus a vector into t. Okay, no problem. Now I can put the value. What is u? U is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus a vector is given 0.3i cap plus 0.2 j cap into t. Same, so just I am using first equation of motion in vector form. U vector I put, a vector was given, I just substituted the value of time. From here 3i cap will come, 2i cap here, so this will give you finally as, you can simplify it, 5i cap plus 5j cap. If anyone asks you magnitude, that means speed under root of 5 square plus 5 square, that will give you 5 root 2 meter per second. So this is the process to solve this type of situation. Now let's see some more questions from motion in a plane. Basic question. Sometimes what happen? They will give you coordinates of the path. They will give you coordinates of the particle. And they will ask you to find nature of the curve, or they will ask you to find equation of path for the curve, or they will ask you find equation of trajectory. I think everyone knows equation of trajectory means equation of path. Again a famous type of question. They will give you coordinates of the particle and they will ask you find the trajectory of the particle. They will ask you find equation of path. So just see how to do. Always remember, basic thing you must know. Equation of path means relation between x and y. Time should not be there. That is meaning y equal to mx plus c, x square plus y square equal to r square. All these are equation of path, straight line, circle. You tell me any y equal to x square. So anywhere does time is there? No. So always remember, equation of path of a particle means relation should be between x and y. Your time should not be there. There should not be any variable except x and y. Other things must be constant. So always remember in all these type of question, time is variable. So you have to eliminate the time, and by eliminating time you have to relate x and y. So first thing I will say, from here I will say, sir, I can write, I don't want time, sir. I want relation between x and y. So I can write time will be coming as x by a. and you can substitute the value of time here. Once you'll substitute, you'll get equation of path. So this will become, y will become b into t square. T square will give you x square by a square. Now from here you'll get equation of path as y equal to b by a square into x square. This is equation of path. And you can see no variable is there. They will give you a and b are constant. So only x and y are variable which are related with each other. So this is equation of path. And from here you can see y is proportional to x square. So path will be parabola. You can also identify the nature of path. Path will be parabola. Now let's move to next question. Based on the same concept, find equation of path. So many times they involve sine theta and cos theta also for finding out equation of path. Tomorrow they may say you x equal to, this is a previous year question again. They may say you x equal to 3 sin omega t, y equal to 4 cos omega t. So how to relate? Always remember, whenever sine theta and cos theta are there, again you can see this part is variable. If you want equation of trajectory, relation must be only between two variables x and y. Time should not come. But time is there in the terms of sine and cos. So whenever sine and cos are there, you can eliminate them, you can remove them with the help of sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Just see here what I will do. I'll say okay. So from here I can write sine omega t. Sine omega t I can write x by a. From here I can write cos omega t, y by b. But I don't want time. What I can do, I can square both of them and add them. If you square both of them, here it will become sine square omega t plus cos square omega t. If you square and add, so sine square will become cos square become, if you add this will come, and this side it will come x by a square plus y by b square. Now from here you know this is what I don't wanted time. Now you can say this sine square omega t plus cos square omega t will be 1. So let's start getting your equation. I'm just writing this first. X square by a square plus y square by b square will come 1. Means your path will be ellipse. You can also identify the nature of path. Now can you tell when this path is circle, if these a and b are equal, if a and b, you have studied equation of ellipse in gravitation, same equation I am writing here. You'll be saying, sir, if a and b both are equal, for example, if I have given you x equal to 2 sin omega t, y equal to 2 cos omega t. So if a and b both will be equal, your path will become straight line. Your path will become circle. X square by a square plus y square by b square, that will be 1. You can send that side. So just I am writing here. If a equal to b, then you can write this equation as equal to r. You can write this equation as x square by a square plus y square by b square. B is also equal to a. So I am just writing here. I can take a square common, I can send that side. So x square, you can do a equal to b. Then what will happen? X square by a square plus y square by a square equal to 1. A square you can send that side. So you will get x square plus y square equal to a square. This will be equation of circle. So this is how you can find nature of path. This is how you can find equation of trajectory. Always remember, you have to eliminate time from the given coordinates. It depends on the given coordinates how you are eliminating. Important type of question, all these things are asked. Now we will start with one very important part of motion in a plane. We will study about projectile motion. I think everyone knows the basic formula, basic results. Those basic results are written on the board also. I will just revise those basic results, and many times questions in the NEET exam are asked directly from these basic results. So be focused. Just see here how we'll be talking about. Just see. So first thing, we'll be talking about projectile motion. I think everyone knows path of projectile will be a parabola, and it will be motion under gravity. Body will move under the effect of gravity. That's why it is projectile motion, and path of the particle will be parabola. Now let's see some of the important results. First, you know we have different type of projectiles. One is ground to ground projection, which we also say as oblique projection from ground. One is from some height you are projecting the ball horizontally, that is horizontal projection from some height. Or we can also talk about from height if we project the ball at some angle theta, that will be oblique projection from height. Now right now we will study about oblique projection from ground, that is ground to ground projection. So just you can see here, so we'll be talking about ground to ground projection. That means you projected the ball from ground and ball will again come back on the same horizontal level, ball will again hit the same ground. Now you know if you project, this speed is known as speed of projection u, this is known as angle of projection, this is known as maximum height, this is known as range, time taken to hit the ground is known as time of flight. And two components of velocity you will have. One velocity will be along, this we take as x direction, this we take as y direction, horizontal is taken to be x direction, vertical is taken to be y axis, y direction. So your velocity will have two component, initial velocity, one will be in x direction, that is your ux, u cos theta, one will be in y direction, that is ui, that will be your u sin theta. Here ax will be 0, we don't consider any air resistance. Ay will be minus g, since gravity is vertically downward, so we take ay as minus g. Now various results we have from here. So first important results come for time of flight of the projectile. I think everyone knows 2u sin theta by, and you must remember these results. So first time of flight, time in which projectile will land on the ground again. Time of flight will come 2u sin theta by g, or u sin theta you can write as ui. So you can write 2ui by g. H max u square sin square theta by 2g, or you can write you can write this as ui square by 2g. So h max will be u square sin square theta by 2g, or u sin theta whole square by 2g, u sin theta is ui, so it will come ui square by 2g. Range will be u square sin square theta by g, or if you break this you will get 2ux ui by g. And you must remember this form also, because many times question has been asked in NEET exam where ux and ui was given and they asked time of flight, range, so you can do very easily. So time of flight 2u sin theta by g or 2ui by g, h max u square sin square theta by 2g or ui square by 2g, range u square 2 sin theta by u square sin 2 theta by g, or 2ux ui by g. Now if you divide these two you will get angle of projection, tan theta. Tan theta will come 4 h max by r. These are direct results. This range will be maximum for theta equal to 45 degree. That is u square by g. If you put theta 45, your range will be maximum. So maximum possible range will be u square by g. And if you see, just see here what I am trying to tell, again important result here. Maximum horizontal distance means range. Maximum, if I give you a ball and if I ask you to throw the ball to maximum horizontal possible distance, that means you will throw the projectile at 45 degree. You will get maximum possible range u square by g. And if I ask you to throw the same ball to maximum vertical height, you will throw the ball vertically up, and there h max will come u square by 2g. So if you see, maximum horizontal distance up to which a ball can be thrown will be u square by g, and maximum vertical height up to which a ball can be thrown will be u square by 2g, which you studied motion in straight line. So maximum possible horizontal distance will be double of maximum possible height. But don't think that this height is in projectile motion. No, this height is in your vertical projection. Now you know range for theta and range for 90 minus theta are going to be same. For example, range for 30 degree and range for 60 degree both will be same. Similarly, range for 10 degree, range for 80 degree will be same, range for 20 degree and range for 70 degree will be same. So range for theta and range for 90 minus theta angle of projection, range will be same. Now let's see some more situation. Seventh one, they are asking you average velocity. When you when you throw the ball follow parabolic path, it lands on ground. So what will be average velocity? So this is a direct result. For total time of flight, average velocity will come u cos theta. For half of time of flight means they may say you find the average velocity of projectile for half of time of flight, or they will say you find the average velocity of projectile only during ascent or only during descent. That means again they are talking about half of the time of flight. There your average speed will come u by 2 under root of 1 plus 3 cos square theta. This is for half of time of flight. Half of time flight means only ascent, only descent, or half of time of flight u by 2 under root of 1 plus 3 cos square theta. Then one again very important result. Sir, what is the time when you throw the projectile? After some time may be possible that your final velocity will become perpendicular on initial velocity. So they may ask you find the time when final velocity will become perpendicular on initial velocity. You have solved this type of question, but this result is important. Time for that will be u upon g sin theta, and when velocity will become perpendicular on initial velocity, at that time final velocity will be u cot theta. So these are the results. Again I will revise. Time period 2u sin theta by g or 2ui by g. H max u square sin square theta by 2g or ui square by 2g. Range u square sin 2 theta by g or 2ux ui by g. If you divide, you will get tan theta equal to 4h max by r. Range will be maximum for theta 45 degree. At that maximum range will be u square by g. Maximum vertical height which you can throw is u square by 2g. That means maximum horizontal distance, which is range, will be double of maximum vertical height. Range for theta and 90 minus theta will be same. For total time of flight, average velocity will be u cos theta. For half of time of flight or only during ascent or only during descent, average velocity will be u by 2 under root of 1 plus 3 cos square theta. And final velocity will become perpendicular initial velocity after time u upon g sin theta. And at that time, final velocity will be u cot theta. Now let's see one question where I will use all the results that we studied just now, and all these are formula based situation, but all of them are very important for your NEET exam. So be focused, understand. I will take one example just to explain all those results that we studied just now. So what is the question? As you can see, I told you 9-10 results. And here also we are having number of questions. Also you can see we are having 10 questions. And with the help of these 10 questions, I will tell you all the formula that we studied just now. But don't think that these questions are not important. These are very important questions which are directly solved with the help of result, with the help of formula. So what is given in the question? This is ground to ground projection. You have to take g as 10. And they have given you initial velocity of projection as 30 I cap plus 40 j cap. First thing, this 30 I cap is your ux, this 40 j cap, 40 is your ui. You know ux will be, I cap means x axis, j cap means y axis. So ux ui is known. So first question which is asked, find speed of projection. Speed means they are asking you magnitude. So you can get speed under root of ux square plus ui square. You can find the magnitude. That is under root of 30 square plus 40 square. That will give you 50 meter per second. This is an important question. Simple but important. Second, angle of projection. So for angle of projection, it will be saying sir tan theta I can find perpendicular by base. That is your ui by ux. Or ui, you know, ui is u sin theta. Ux is u cos theta. If you divide them, u sin theta upon u cos theta, you will get tan theta. So that's why I am saying tan theta will be ui by ux. If you put here 40 by 30, this will give you 4 by 3. That means your theta will be 53 degree. Again, easy but important question. Third one, find time of flight. So if you want, you can use 2u sin theta by g. But no need to use that directly, you know ux ui, so you can use directly. So 2 ui by g, time will come 8 seconds. Someone has to find h max you know ui square by 2g, that means 40 square by 2g means 20. You can calculate. Similarly, you can get range also. 2 ux 30 ui 40 by g 10. You can calculate its value. Now third situation, they are asking you find time when final velocity will become perpendicular on initial velocity. Just now you studied that. That time will be coming as u upon g sine theta. You know the time when final velocity becomes perpendicular on initial velocity. Just now we studied this. Very important. Again important. U upon g sine theta. What is u? You got 50 upon g sine theta. So what is theta? Theta is 53. So sine 53, I think everyone knows, 4 by 5. Simplify, you'll get the time. Average velocity during ascent or descent. So for that you again know the formula. For ascent or descent means only half they are talking about. Only ascent, only descent means half of the time of flight. And for half of time of flight, you know, V average will be coming as u by 2, 50 by 2 under root of 1 plus cos square theta. And what is theta? 53. So cos 53 will be coming as 3 by 5. So 3 by 5 whole square. You can simplify, you will get average velocity for total time of flight. For this no calculation is even needed. You know average velocity for total time of flight will come u cos theta. U cos theta means, just now we studied this result, u cos theta means ux. That you already know. 30. Now v at h max. You know at maximum height velocity will be only in x direction. We know, sir, in projectile motion ax is 0, ay is minus g. So velocity along x do not changes. At maximum height vy becomes 0. But vx will not be 0. Vx will be same as initial velocity. So at maximum height your speed will be coming as u cos theta. Again it will come same as ux, that will come as 30. Now 10th, again important question. Time when velocity will become perpendicular on acceleration. Can you tell me when this happens? This happens at maximum height. At maximum height your vertical velocity is 0. Velocity is only in horizontal direction. Acceleration is vertically downward. So at maximum height, velocity and acceleration becomes perpendicular in parabolic path in projectile motion. So when it will become perpendicular at maximum height, so they are asking you time. You know time for maximum height will be half of this time. Or you can simply say u sine theta. Total time is 2u sine theta by g. For maximum height it will be only half. So u sine theta by g, that means ui by g. That 40 by 10 it will come 4 seconds. So these are the basic questions which are very, very important, which are continuously repeated in your NEET exam. So this is how we learned how to use different formula that we studied just now. Now we'll talk about one question where no formula will be used. Used will be your understanding. How much you are able to use equation of motion, that will be used here. So I'm going to talk about one very important situation, and my intention from here is to tell you how to apply equation of motion in projectile motion, because this type of questions are considered to be tough question for students, because here formula will not work. Here working will be your understanding, how much you have understood projectile motion and how you are able to apply equation of motion there. So let's see this question, and from this question we will try to bring more understanding. So be 100% focused and see how we'll be talking about this question. Now if you see the question, they are saying you a ball is projected with speed u and angle theta with the horizontal. Find its velocity when its velocity vector makes an angle alpha with the horizontal. Also find the time and find the height where this thing will happen. Can you tell me, do you have any formula for this? No formula will work. Here work will be, what will work? Your understanding. How much you have understood projectile motion, that will help you to solve this type of question, and students feel problem here. So be 100% focused, see how we'll be talking about, how we will calculate. Just see here. So first thing, if I read the question, they are saying you ball is projected with speed u and angle theta. So I can simply draw one ground to ground projection where ball will be projected with speed u and angle theta. Just to take Little help, I will draw one diagram. So ball is projected with speed u and angle theta, ball will go like this. You know, as the ball will move, angle with the horizontal will change. And that is what said in the question. They are saying you find its velocity when its velocity vector makes an angle alpha with the horizontal. So after right now, when you throw, angle is theta with the horizontal. After some time, what will happen? It will make an angle alpha with the horizontal. They are asking you at that time what will be its velocity. So just see how to solve. And if you know velocity, you can find time also, you can find height also. And for them, none of the formula will work. Work will be how much you understood projectile motion. So just see here. I will say, sir, you have the ball, you throw the ball with speed u. I know, sir, with time angle will change. You are asking me velocity when velocity is making an angle alpha. So let's assume when velocity makes an angle alpha with the horizontal, that time let's assume velocity to be v. We need to find the value of v. We need to find the value of v, find velocity when velocity vector makes an angle alpha. Just see how we can calculate. I'll be saying, sir, I don't have studied any formula. Solution will come from basic of projectile motion. Always remember, you know, in projectile motion, acceleration in horizontal direction is 0, ax is 0. That means velocity in horizontal direction is never going to change. You know about y acceleration is there, that's why velocity in y changes, vertical component changes, but horizontal component of velocity do not changes. So you'll be saying, sir, right now what is horizontal? When you are throwing, what is horizontal component of velocity? This u, this is theta, u cos theta. When you are asking, let's assume that velocity to be v. At that time, angle alpha. So what is velocity in horizontal direction? V cos alpha. You tell me, does these two will be different? No, because horizontal we know, sir, x is 0. That means velocity along horizontal will be constant. Now from here, if it will be constant, I can simply, both are equal, so I can equate them. So I will say v cos alpha will be equal to u cos theta. So v will come u cos theta by cos alpha. This is a very, very important type of question. Tomorrow they may say you thrown with an angle of 60 degree, find the velocity when it becomes angle becomes 30 degree. So you can use this concept. What concept I used? Velocity along horizontal is not going to change. So initially u cos theta, finally v cos alpha, but I know both velocities must be equal because x is 0, so velocity along x is cos. This is the basic of projectile motion. Velocity along x do not changes. Now second part, find the time. Also find time for this and height where this thing will happen. These two things are rarely asked. They will ask you final velocity only. But just to give you more idea how to apply equation of motion, I have given you this. You will be simply saying, sir, I can write, just here, what we will do, I will be simply saying, sir, if we know v, we can find vy. Understand, velocity along x will not change, but velocity along y will change. How to calculate time and how to calculate height? Always remember, time and height will be calculated with the help of y-axis. You cannot use x-axis for time because it is constant. So you have to involve y-axis. You will be saying, sir, here velocity along y will be vy. I can assume. So I can simply say, sir, I am just using first equation of motion to get time and I will use third equation of motion to get height. So just see here how I will use. I will be simply saying, sir, final velocity in y, vy square will be equal to uy square minus, we want to calculate time, so we will use second equation. Vy will be equal, first equation we will use, vy will be equal to ui minus gt. You can see, I am using first equation of motion in y direction. Now velocity in y you can find, this vy you can find, if this is v, this is alpha. So vy will be your v sin alpha. Vy will be your v sin alpha. Because you know, if this is v, this is alpha, so y component of velocity will be v sin alpha. This will be your ui. Ui you know. Ui was your u sin theta minus g into t. Now from here you can get the value of time. Just Substitute this v here. After doing calculation, you can substitute value of v here. U sin theta, time will be there. You can get time from here. Time will be coming as, you can find u sin theta minus v sin alpha by g. I'm just sending this this side, sending this that side, and you can put the value of v. Now someone said find the value of height. At what height this will happen? So I don't feel it's needed now. For height, you will be simply say, sir, you want height now. Same thing I will do. Again, y-axis I will use, but in place of using first equation, I will use third equation because I want height. Again, I will say, sir, vy square will be equal to uy square minus 2gh. Now, vy you know, v sin alpha. You can put here uy you know, u sin theta. H can be calculated. So, h will come from here. uy you know, uy will be u sin theta square minus, I'm just bringing this side, sending that side. Vy square will be your v sin alpha whole square upon 2g. This will be your h. V value again you can substitute. Okay, no problem. Now one more thing I will tell you. Sometimes they will ask you time you can calculate by using one more way. You can do like this also. You will be saying, sir, final I can write tan alpha. When final angle will become alpha. Tan alpha will be, sir, Vy by Vx. I can write tan alpha. Vy we can write Uy minus Gt. Vx I can write Ux because Vx is not going to change. Same value will come. From here also you can put. It's the same thing. Same as that, same thing will come here. So tan alpha will be equal to Uy you know, u sin theta minus gt, ux you know, u cos theta. If you simplify from here also, you will get the same value of time as you have got there. So this is the process. If you see all these three questions, why these questions become tough? Because none of the formula that you have studied will be applicable here. Your concept will be used. How much you have understood projectile motion, just see once again I will tell. How to get that final velocity. You will be saying, sir, projectile is thrown. I know velocity will change, angle will change, but one thing will not change. Velocity along x, no acceleration is in x direction. So Vx is constant, velocity along x is constant. So final velocity in x direction, v cos alpha. Initial velocity in x direction, u cos theta. Both must be equal. I equated, I got v. 99% only up to this will be asked. But if anyone asks you find time when this will happen, so for time you have to involve y-axis. You will be simply saying, sir, Vy will be equal to Ui minus Gt. And Vy will be V sin alpha. This Vy, V sin alpha. V you know, you can put, or you can use this result also to find the time. Same answer will come from there. If anyone asks you height, you can use third equation of motion to get height also. So this is how some questions we can talk with the help of equation of motion. Talk about some more questions on whatever we have studied till now. Now one type of question is again famous, where they will give you initial velocity. This type of question has been already asked in your NEET exam. So important type of situation. For example, what is the question? As you can see here, they are saying one ball is there, you have projected with a speed of velocity of 20 I cap, 10 I cap plus 20 j cap. So they are asking you find the velocity at maximum height. What will be its velocity vector at maximum height? What will be its velocity vector at the time when it will hit the ground? More important question, when it will hit the ground, find the value of its velocity vector. And this type of question has been asked in your NEET also. So let's see how to solve. Easy question, important question. I'll simply say, sir, you are throwing the ball with a speed of 10 I cap plus 20 j cap. Means 10 is ux, 20 is ui. They are asking you find the velocity vector when it will reach to the maximum height. You know, at maximum height, Vy will become 0. That is the meaning of maximum height. At maximum height, vertical velocity will be 0. So at maximum height here what will happen? Your Vy will be 0. That means 20 will be not there. And Vx will be same as Ux. Because in x you know velocity do not changes. So velocity at maximum height will become 10 will remain as it is. X velocity do not changes. So initially 10. So now also velocity along x axis will be 10. but y velocity will now become 0, because at maximum height you know velocity along y will not be there, so Vy will be 0, so that's why we'll get velocity at maximum height as 10 I cap. Now can you tell me what will be velocity when it will hit the ground? Again it will be saying, sir, when it will hit the ground, velocity along x is not going to change, it will remain 10 I cap. But what about y-axis? You know y-axis will get reversed. Now it is falling down. So 10 I cap, y will get reversed. It will come minus 20 j cap. So simple situation. At maximum height, y will not be there, 10 I cap. When it will fall, x will be again there, 10 I cap. But y velocity will be now in downward direction. You can see x will be again 10 in the same direction, y will be in reverse direction, downward. That's why minus 20 j cap will come. So this is how you can solve this question. Now let's move to one more important type of situation. Just see here, you have to understand this question, and this question will help us to solve this type of question also, which is considered to be little tough for students. So see here, same type of questions are there. It is little tougher than this one. So first understand this. What they are saying you know when you throw the projectile, you know projectile crosses the same height 2 times. Once while going and once while going up and once while, the way you say like this, when you throw the ball up, what happened? Ball crosses the same height twice. Once while going, once while returning. Same thing will happen here. You can see, if you see this height in this question, what is happening? Ball is at the same height at 2 different instants. What is difference? Here while going and here while coming, and that is related in the question. They are saying you, a projectile is found to be at the same height at t equal to 2 seconds and at t equal to 4 seconds. At t equal to 2 seconds, at t equal to 6 seconds. They are asking you find h max. How to solve? Sorry, impossible. T 2 seconds. So what we'll get? How we can get h max from there? Just see. And again, no formula will work. Working will be your understanding, your concept. And you have to think like this. Just see. You will be saying, sir, projectile is at same height at t equal to 2 seconds also and at t equal to 6 seconds also. That means if I draw, I will get some idea. For example, if I draw one parabolic path, okay, t equal to 2 seconds, it is here. Again, it is here at the same time at t equal to 6 seconds. Here t is 2 seconds, here t is 6 seconds. Now you will say that means sir, total, now be focused. This is the point that will help you to solve the question. You will say that means sir, from here to here time is 6 seconds. That is given, t equal to 6 seconds. From here to here time is 6 seconds. If I know this time, if I add this time, I will get total time, because already I know from here to here 6. If I know this time, I will add that time, I will get time of flight. Because if you get time of flight, you will get ui. And once you will get ui, h max will be also calculated. That's why I am talking about time of flight. I will say, sir, from here to here 6. How to calculate this time? If you see by symmetry, you know whatever the time it will take here, that will be same as this time. Because you can see they are at same height. From here to here 6 seconds, this time will be same as this time, and this time you know that will be 2 seconds. So from here to here 6 and from here to here 2, because this is symmetric to this. So total time of flight will become from here to here 6 and this will be 2 seconds. So total time will become 8 seconds. And once you got total time, you can write this total time as 2 ui by g. That means from here you will get ui. I think ui will come. This will become 4 into 10, 40. Once you will get ui, you will get h max also. Ui square by 2g. That is 40 square by 2 into 10. So you can get from here. You can get from here 1600 by, I think it will come 80 meter. Okay. So this is the process. So from here to here 6. This extra we don't know. This extra will be same as this. So from here to here 6 and from here to here 2. So total time will be 8. Once you know total time of flight, you know ui. Once you know ui, you know h max. That is the process. Now if you see the last question, that is one level up than this. but based on the same concept. Just see here how I will solve this question. You can see again they are saying you projectile is at same height at two different time, that is 1 second and 3 second. So again you will say from here to here 3 second, this extra 1 second will be same as this. So total time of flight will be, sir, coming as, time of flight for this projectile will be coming as, they are asking us range. So I will say time of flight for this projectile will come from here to here 3, this I don't know, but this will be same as this. So 3 and this is 1 second, same as this. So total time of flight for projectile will come 4 seconds, and I know this will be 2 ui by g. So ui will, same as the previous one, ui will come 20. Okay, but you tell me, with the help of ui you can find hmax. Yeah, hmax you can calculate. But I asked you range. You tell me, does with the help of ui can you get? No, you need ux also, because you know formula for range 2 ux ui by g. How to get ux? And for getting that ux, this separation is given. If you see, from here to here time gap is known. This is t equal to 1 second, this is t equal to 3 seconds. So this time gap which you see here is 2 seconds. And distance along x-axis during this time is given 20. And you know velocity along x is constant. So you will be saying, sir, distance along x is given as 20. I can write this distance as ux into t. You see your projectile is traveling distance from here to here 20 meter in horizontal direction with a speed ux. And in how much time? 2 seconds. So how much this will come? So displacement will be simply velocity into time, because ux will not change, constant. So ax is not there. That's why I'm writing directly. So see once again, from here to here, how much projectile will travel in horizontal? 20. With how much speed? Constant speed ux. And for how much time? 3 year, 1 year, 3 year, 2 seconds. So from here ux will come. Ux will come 10. Once you'll get ux, range will come 2 ux ui by g. You can calculate from here, answer will come 40 meter. Everything you can find now. Just see once again, from here to here time 3 seconds. This is time you don't know, but this time will be same as this. So 3 plus 1 4 seconds. So total time of flight 4 seconds. You got ui from here. For ux, this time gap is known, 2 seconds. You know horizontal velocity ux, distance is known, so you can find speed. In horizontal direction 20 meter travel, speed ux, time 2, so distance will be speed into time. So from here we got speed along x-axis 10. Once we got, we can find range 2 ux ui by g. We will move towards one more type of projection. In the beginning only I said you, we study ground to ground projection. Then we study about horizontal projection from some height. So now we are going to start horizontal projection for a given, from a given tower of height h. So just see here how to deal with that and how various important results are there. Those results I have already written here, and I think everyone knows these results. So just for revising all these values, I have written all these results. So just see here. So first thing, what is meaning of horizontal projection? From certain height, if you throw the ball horizontally in horizontal direction, means whole of your velocity will be only in horizontal direction. Initial velocity in vertical direction will be 0, which you can see here. Ux will be u, ui will be 0. Why? Because you are throwing horizontally. So all velocities in horizontal direction. Horizontal direction means x-axis. So your ux will be u, ui will be 0. Always remember, again ux is not going to change because x will be again 0. So ux will be constant. But ui will change. Yeah, obviously ui is 0. With time, due to this acceleration, velocity in y will increase. And you will take g positive because body will go down. So you can see here also. At any time vx will be same as ux because x is 0. So velocity, you know, velocity along x is not going to change. So that's why initially also u, finally also u. But velocity along y will change. That will be ui plus ay into t. Ui is 0. So ay is g. So if you get vy will become gt. That is what I have written here. If you see, if you throw the ball, you know, along x velocity is not going to change. So along x every time velocity will remain u. But due to gravity along y, velocity will increase. Initial velocity in y is 0, but with time t you can write this vy. This vy will become gt. That means at every time you can find this angle which velocity will make with horizontal. That is alpha. So tan alpha will be perpendicular by base. Vy by Vx, Vy you know gt, Vx you know u. So that is the velocity. Again, important result. Question has been asked in NEET from here. Find the time when angle will become 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees. So you can use that. Tan alpha will be Vy by Vx, Vy will be Vy by Vx, Vy will be gt, Vx will be u. And similarly, you can find net velocity also. Because you know along x, velocity will remain u. But along y you will get gt. So net velocity will become under root of us square plus gt square. Vx square plus vy square. Vx will remain as u, but vy will become gt. Now you can find time of flight also. Same as dropping, you can use equation of motion along y-axis. Time of flight will come under root of 2h by g. Range will be simply ux into t, that is u into t. T will be under root of 2h by g. You can use this. Now here we talk about one more angle. Understand where is the mistake which students do. Always remember, this is not the angle which velocity will make with the horizontal. Always remember, questions are asked. This phi which you are seeing in the diagram, they will name this angle like this. Line joining point of projection and the point where ball lands on ground. If you join these two, you will get angle that phi, tan phi will be equal to perpendicular by base, that is h by r. You tell me, does this and these two are equal? No. Always remember, don't think that this angle is the angle with which body will hit the ground. No. This is not the angle with which body will hit the ground. That angle is that with the horizontal. This angle will be named as line joining point of projection and the point where ball lands on the ground. That angle will be phi, h by r. If anyone asks you, find the angle with which ball will hit the ground, this is that angle? No. That angle means angle with which ball will hit the ground means what angle velocity will make with the ground. What angle velocity will make with the horizontal. That will be calculated from there. Gt will be total time of flight. So gt by u. This is the angle which line joining point of projection and point where ball will land on the ground. That is this angle. Okay, no problem. Now just see, I have one simple question just to see how to use this result. And again, this is previous year question. In this question, what is given? They are saying you a ball is projected horizontally from top of a tower with a speed of 20 meter per second. Horizontal projection, you have thrown the ball with a speed of 20 meter per second. They are asking you, find the time when velocity makes an angle 45 with the horizontal. Also find the velocity at that time. So I think you can do very easily. You can use angle of the velocity is given. So I can say tan 45 will be equal to Vy by Vx. Vy will be gt. Vx will be same as 20. So from here we will get gt equal to tan 45 is 1. So gt will be equal to 20. You will get the time. So time will come from here, time g will be 10. So t will be coming as 2 seconds. Previous year NEET question. So easy questions are asked. So directly you can use that result. If you use, time will come 2 seconds. Now they are asking you find the final velocity. For final velocity you can use this result also, or you can simply say, sir, I can find Vy. If I know time, I know Vx will be same as velocity along x is not going to change. Vx will be 20. Vy I can get with the help of equation of motion, g into t. So 10 into 2. That means from here I can get, this will come 20. So net speed will become, net velocity will become at that time under root of Vx square plus Vy square, that is 20 square plus 20 square. This will give you 20 root 2 meter per second. If you want, you can use this result also. So this is basic question based on these results that we have studied just now. Now we will study about oblique projection from a height. Till now we studied about oblique projection from ground or ground to ground projection. Then we studied about horizontal projection from some height. Now we'll study about oblique projection from some height. So just see here how we'll be talking about. So two possibilities will be there. Either you will project oblique in upward direction from some height, or you will project downward from some height. So both of those two situations are present here. Not important for your NEET exam. Questions are not asked from here, but still we will talk about. So just see here. In first situation, if you see oblique project from height, you are projecting the ball. So again, this is projection from height, but you are not projecting horizontally, you are projecting at some angle theta. So that's why it's oblique projection. So again, question is asked, find the time of flight, find the range. Again, same concept will be there. Again, you will say, sir, x will be 0, ay will be minus g. Nothing new. Again, you have to use equation of motion to get all these things. So let's see here how we can find time of flight. There is no formula, equation will come. So what will happen? If you see here, again you will say, sir, velocity will have two component. This will be, sir, u cos theta. This is your u sin theta. Now time of flight, if you see. So we'll be saying, sir, when ball is thrown from here to here, when it comes from here to here, what is the displacement in y-axis? This is your origin. It is going down. So displacement in y-axis will be minus h. Because this displacement finally it is downward. Finally it came here. So displacement in y-axis will be minus h. So minus h will be equal to ui into t. I am just using sy equal to ui into t plus half ay into t square. So it will come from here to here. What is ui? Minus h. When it will come from here to here, what is sy? What is displacement in y-axis? That is negative. So that's why minus h. When it will come from here to here, how much it will move in downward direction? That is in vertically downward direction. That is minus h. So displacement in y will be minus h. U sin theta is upward, so that's why positive. U sin theta into t, second equation I am using, minus half gt square. Since g is downward, that's why I am taking g as minus. Now once you know the time, so one quadratic equation will be formed. Again see, ball came from here to here. So what is displacement in y-axis? Displacement is downward, that is minus h. So minus h will be equal to ui positive because upward, ui into t minus half gt square. G is downward, that's why minus. Once you, so this quadratic equation will be formed. Solve it, you will get the value of time. Once you will get the time, you can find range. Range will be again ux into t, because again ax is 0. So ux is u cos theta. Time you can calculate from here, put here, you will get the answer. Now see the next situation. In next situation, ball is projected again, but now it is projected oblique downward. Again same thing, nothing new. Again you will be saying, sir, velocity will have two component. Horizontal u cos theta, vertical u sin theta. So now again you can use, when it will come here, same concept for time. Nothing new. So it will be simply saying, sir, when ball will come from here to here, what is displacement in y-axis? Minus h. Since ui is also downward now, because ui is down, there upward, that's why you used ui positive. But here also, now ui is also negative. So sy equal to ui t plus half ay into t square. So sy is minus h, ui is minus u sin theta, y minus because it is downward. So sy equal to ui into t, g is already downward, so minus half gt square, or you can take this minus outside, so you'll get s equal to u sin h equal to u sin theta into t plus half gt square. If you cancel minus, and once you will solve this quadratic equation, again you will get the value of time. Once you will get the value of time, you can put here, again range will come in the same manner. So these are the two results, concepts, which will help you to solve question based on oblique projection from ground, from certain height h. Here why this is plus and here why this is minus, because here initial velocity in y was up, so that's why I took plus. But here also initial velocity in y is also negative, so that's why minus. H both situation negative, g both situation downward, so that's why we got all these things. So this is how we can talk about oblique projection from certain height h.